Hi guys, Legendary Basil Games here. So I just wanted to bring up to you what my character Vincent is inspired by. Well, he's inspired by a lot of things. He's inspired by Kabuto Yukushi, especially that character uh, from Kishimoto's Kabuto Yukushi, that's with Orochimaru and Itachi Uchiha and Sasuke Uchiha. He's inspired by Zero Kiryu from Vampire Knight. I don't know if I said that right, Zero's last name, but he's inspired by him and his younger brother that are like two twins that look exactly alike. And he was inspired by beach living, by how people live on the beach and how people live on a beach and take vacations on the beach, because I used to live pretty close to a beach and I used to go to the beach a lot. So I didn't actually live on a beach, but I lived near a beach, so I could drive to the beach and it wasn't that far away. And I used to be able to go there and it was a whole lot of fun. Just a lot of fun. And we had a lot of turtles and fish and other stuff that would be in the water and on Coldwater Lake in Michigan. And that was pretty cool, actually, because we used to go swimming down there, and we used to go visit my aunt as a kid and a late teenager, early adult, and it was really cool because sometimes our family would go to that beach and we would have a really fun time. And in the story, Vincent collects these figurines that are tiki figures that are inspired by not really much of anything. They were just an idea out of nowhere. I got the idea when I was maybe 10, 15 years old. In between that time frame, it was a really weird time. I was only a kid when I got that idea. So I don't know what they were inspired by, but it reminds me almost of those those enemies that Spyro fights in the first two games of Spyro the Dragon, and how he's fighting these tiki figurines slash figures, and they're bad guys and stuff, and they sell stuff at McDonald's sometimes that are figurines. It almost reminds me of that. And I was a kid right around that time when they started making those things, but I don't think it's actually they actually are those thing. Sorry, I got an itchy hand. I got really dry skin. Got allergies. But yeah, he was inspired by a lot of things. He was inspired by Vampire Knight. He was inspired by Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and the manga too. But most likely he was inspired by Van Hohenheim, and but it's a really, really cool inspiration, because originally when Vincent started off, he was not he didn't look the way that he does in this picture. He actually was he had a gray jacket and round glasses, and he had really long hair down to here, and he had age marks on his face because he aged poorly, because he had this weird disease, which I cover it in some of the chapters. What that disease is that he has, and in the chapters I cover the illness, and you finally find out what it is, and the disease is actually lupus disease. And what it is, it's a disease where you can get tumors and stuff, and eventually it takes his life, and they have to use this like really powerful magic spell to like bring him back to life, and it basically splits like a character's life like in like four pieces, and like one goes one place, one goes another place, and then one's with you and one's with the person that you split that part of your soul with, and the rest of them, well, they just go to another plane of existence altogether, and you can't get those pieces of your life back. So, and basically what it causes is like premature aging and all of that, and it causes you to get really super old, and like that was one of the times when they brought Vincent back to life, and it's a forbidden technique for good reason, because in the forbidden technique, basically they acquired it from another clan and one of their enemies of the clans, and basically they took it from them and they started experimenting with the clan's technique, and basically that's how they acquired it. And I don't really like the fact that they did that, though, and the story just is weird. But like, just think of how many like this. Yeah, nope. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna jump off that boat while I can. But anyway, but the technique like restores what little life he has left, and like restores him back to full health, and makes him stronger and all of that, and like brings him back to life and makes him feel good again and all of that, and it makes him like not feel dead inside, I guess. But he still has the illness though after they bring him back to life, and it's really weird, but like he still has it, but they still have to repair what little like the damage that the illness did. But like he's inspired by a lot of things. He's inspired by other things too, because he's inspired by Luke from Star Wars. He's inspired, I don't think he's inspired by Dragon Ball, which I'm going to just cross that off my list right now and just say that he is not inspired by that. But he is definitely inspired by Naruto's Kabuto Yakushi and Sasuke and Itachi and all of that, and he is inspired by that kind of thing, because he used to belong to like this big organization that was called like the Nightingale organization. It was like some organization that he belonged to, and it was kind of like an evil organization that was kind of like an intel type of organization. But it was very, I didn't really do much with that concept, because it was very, I didn't really know what to do with the organization, but it was still in the beta stages when I was still working on it, so the organization wasn't done with when I got done with it. But like they did actually like have deities that they believed in the organization, and like who they believed in, because they believed in these like moon gods, and they were basically like these gods that created the moon, and like they created this organization, and like they had a moon on their like organization's floor and posters and stuff, and like basically they created all life on the moon and stuff like that. It was really weird what it was, but like the life, it's not like it is in Boruto or anything. It's just, they're just deities. They just live there. They're not like beings like that, but they're like judgment kind of beings though. And they are like the ones that also are part of the council of elders and like are what are called as council deities, and like they're very powerful, and basically they can do things that normal people wouldn't be able to do. Like, for instance, they can take rights away and stuff. It's really bad, but it's also really cool the stuff that they can do. Like, like how Konoha and like some organizations can do stuff like that, but like it's not cool, but it's also like they have a lot of power and a lot of say in the overworld of Basil's world that he created and all of that. And yeah, basically that is his organization and everything. And they say that Basil's Sentinel, Hellwalker, which is another character, he's part of this organization, and had left another organization, which Vincent was originally part of the Tayamian moon cult, and they went to another one that was called the Eagles organization or something some other like than that, but like Eagle Nightgale, something like that, something of that effect. And they joined that organization, and basically they made up for lost time, like within the Brotherhood and stuff. And oh, that's another thing. It's also inspired by is Skyrim and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood as well. That's another few things it's inspired by. And Vincent is inspired by. He was inspired by Assassin's Creed too. He's inspired by the PS3 versions of those games, but like, excuse me, I had a burp, I thought. But he was inspired by a lot of things, and that was one of the things he was inspired by. But like this video, subscribe to the page, and hit that notification bell. I know you guys are new around here and you haven't seen all my videos, but yeah, just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!